Well, I'm live, and it looks like one person has joined. Well, hello. Let's see if I can get this phone to stay where it is. Let me just put my glove back on. It's a little chilly here. Unfortunately, you can't really see the mountains here today, but my backyard is filled with mountains. And I haven't done a Periscope in a while, so I thought I would read just a short little caption, which I think you'll enjoy, from this book called Bear Attacks: Their Causes and Avoidances. And since I live in Jackson Hole, I take this very seriously and thought you would also enjoy a little ditty. There's lots of them in here. This book was actually written in 1985, but I'm totally in love with it. So Stephen Herrero, if you're out there, I love you. Okay. This is one of the many stories in Bear Attacks. So this one starts off, and please give hearts as the time goes on. Thank you, I love Jackson too. I've been here almost 9 years, and I also work as a voiceover artist and do audiobook reading. So let's listen to this story about the bears and people going camping. Does anyone here go camping? I'm sure you do. I do too. And these stories are a little scary, but very interesting. Okay. So what would you like to get from me besides this bear story? If there's something else that you need or want, let me know, because I can multitask and read ahead. But let's start the story, because it's really a good one. Yeah, I'd like to go inside too, but I thought it would be different to do it outside. Unfortunately, you can't see the mountains right behind me, because this is my backyard. But the bear story, this is really what's important. On the evening of June 24th, 1983, Ted Moore and Roger May tent camped out of their car at Rainbow Point Campground in Gallatin National Forest, adjacent to Yellowstone National Park. Anyone ever been there? A sign there had been no bear encounters since 1983. On the evening of the 24th, Moore and May cooked a meal of steak and yams, cleaned up well, went to town for a few beers, returned and went to bed around 11 p.m. A Board of Inquiry report concluded that they had taken all recommended procedures for careful camping in bear country. Their camp was clean, and food and garbage were stored in their vehicle. The clothes they cooked in were in the tent, but not especially dirty. At 2:30 a.m. on the 25th, both men were awakened by their tent shaking. It is a little chilly out here, but it's okay. Moore later said it was like someone was playing a Boy Scout type prank on them. Their tent poles were rattling, but they heard no other noise. Next, Moore remembers the tent collapsing and talking briefly with May. May then began screaming and was pulled through a hole torn in the roof of the tent. Moore exited by the same hole, and in the full moonlight, he could see a large bear, about 10 feet away, standing over his screaming friend. Could you even imagine this? When Moore stood up, the bear grabbed May's ankle and ran, dragging May 30 feet. Moore bravely picked up a tent pole and, while yelling, charged the bear, finally throwing the tent pole at it. The bear backed away briefly. Moore approached no further but asked his friend, "Are you all right?" May replied, "I'm okay, but I'm not doing so good." Okay. Moore then quickly returned to the tent, 30 to 40 feet from May, and tried to find his glasses, car keys, and a flashlight. It took Moore several minutes to find these items. What do you think happened then? While searching, he heard his friend scream again. Then silence. Other people came and made noise, shone lights, and called for help. The sheriff arrived at about 3:20 a.m. The bear, still with the victim, was only 150 to 200 feet from the original attack site. A search party led by the sheriff followed the blood trail toward the bear and May. May is the dude that got kind of caught by the bear. The bear fled, again taking May's body. Yikes. May was found at about 3:30 a.m. He was dead, and approximately 70 pounds of him was consumed or lost as fluid. That's about all I have time today to talk about bear attacks here in Jackson Hole. But I mean it very seriously. I have had encounters with bears before, and you really have to be careful. So what I'll keep doing in the next few weeks is read you some stories from the bear attack book, because my boyfriend and I are really enjoying them. So again, thanks from Jackson Hole, and bear attacks. If I saved you from a bear, would you? Nope. Alrighty then, checking out Periscope. Over and out.